Hi there, I'm Construction Gamer and this is the Midlands to London on Transport Fever 2. In today's episode we're going to be extending the West Coast main line out from Milton Keynes, going north up towards Northampton, and I think we might be building a little bit, well, not the Wolverton Works, but the actual junction for the Wolverton Works, which is just basically a few miles north of Milton Keynes itself. I don't think I'm going to build the works themselves. I might do it at some point, but I am going to build a junction because it is kind of a big feature of the West Coast main line as it heads north from Milton Keynes. In the last episode we actually built Milton Keynes Station, which is this one here. Milton Keynes is growing up quite nicely. We've got a few services on it, so we've got some Virgin services at the minute and some Silverlink services heading south to London. If we head down to London, I did make a mistake a couple of episodes back with the Metropolitan line. If you remember, we almost pretty much finished that. We haven't done the station around here somewhere, I forgot what it is now, but I extended it all the way to Aylesbury for some reason, when obviously in real life it terminates at Amersham, which I've put in here, as you can see. So this is the terminus for the services, and we've got, instead of that, we've got some Chiltern services now operating up to Aylesbury, stopping at Amersham, so that provides that interchange between trains, and seven people are changing trains, so that's good to see. And then we've got another interchange here, but the Chiltern service doesn't stop at Chalfont and Latimer. Moor Park doesn't stop there either. It's just kind of an express route. Is it being used by many people? Probably not. 18? That's not too bad, I guess. How many have you got? You got 2 out of 50 on board. I guess Aylesbury could do with a bus route in place, although having said that, the station is serving quite a lot of Aylesbury, so yeah, I've corrected those mistakes that I'd made earlier. But before we go on as well, I just want to say thank you to my Patreon supporters. So this should happen more regularly than it does, but we do have trains named after my patron supporters. So we've got the Peaker Express, Alex, thank you, Adam, Grazzy T, Transport Fever, World, Any Warrior, 1405 and Exo Hunter ATL Express as well. You've all got trains named after you. Just a little thank you for supporting me over on the Patreon channel, the Patreon website. There's a link to that in the description below if you'd like a train named after you and your name in the starting credits as well. So there we are, we've done that little bit. Next on to Milton Keynes. I think just want to pause the game before that train progresses any further, because we're going to have to break all of this junction here. We had these fake stations in just for the trains to have somewhere to turn around, and obviously that's in the way of what we need to do next. So we need to get rid of all of this track here, maybe a little bit more as well. I'm hopefully not getting rid of any switches. I'm guessing that one is supposed to be there. I hope, but we do want to put some track in, so get rid of that little bit there before we progress, because obviously that's just going to get in the way. So first things first, what do we want? We want to get rid of the A5 just for now, just in case it's in the way. And what I want to do is put in a track construction, and we want to be putting in one of these box flying junction, grade separated junction type thing. So how many tracks? It's got 3 tracks, I think. I don't know if it's a modern or an older structure. I think it's an older. I think we'll go with the older. It's definitely not kind of a modern structure. We want to go down, so number of lower tracks just 1. Number of upper tracks 3, and we want the height to be, I think 8 meters is the lowest you can go, isn't it? Let's try 7.5. No, it just says, if you've got catenary, it says collision. So we will put that in. Which way does it? No, it goes the other way, doesn't it? So we need to flip these angles. So this wants to be minus. Yeah, that looks about right, and I think I want that to have a little bit more. No, that's radius. Lower track radius, upper track crossing now. Oh yeah, okie dokie. Maybe can we make that stretch that out a little bit more? Something a little bit like that. I think actually that angle wants to be even more stretched out if possible. Something a little bit like that, I think. And then I think the upper radius, is that doing anything? I don't know what that's doing actually, to be honest. Total height, track. No, don't be messing anything with those. Where's the Yeah, I'm pretty sure the radius should be curving the track, but it doesn't seem to be. Oh, there we go. We've got a little bit of we did have a little bit of a curve on it then, did we? Did we? Yes, there we go. So we just want to push that out that way a little bit. Tiny little bit of a curve on it. We do want to have high-speed tracks. Concrete wireless, no concrete. High-speed tracks. With catenary, that's all good. Yeah, fine. And then actually I think I want to reduce this radius a little bit. Something a bit like that. That looks a little bit better because that just wants to curve up. Needs a little bit of a help. I think we need to come a little bit further away. Something like that. Maybe. Just want to give ourselves a little bit of room. That low enough should be. And then we should just be able to get these tracks. 103. Yeah, I think I'll live with 103. Not sure how fast trains would be going as they come through here actually. So yeah, I will live with that. I think I just want to get rid of... So remembering that switch is there, I think I'll double check if that switch is actually needed. And just want to bring this track in, making sure we're maintaining a decent speed, because most of the trains, a lot of the Avanti West Coast, Intercity West Coast services we'll call them, don't stop, as you know, only 3 services stop at Milton Keynes of the Intercity West Coast services. So we do want to maintain a decent speed as we come through Milton Keynes. I'm not sure if they'd be doing full chat 125 miles per hour, but we want them at least to be doing close to 100. Next thing is we want a piece of track here. I think we'll go for standard rather than high speed, just to give it a little bit of differentiation between the tracks. I think I'll just bring this up. Does this want to be electrified? Possibly. It did look as, because I did have a quick look if the Wolverton works was still actually active, and it did look as if there were electrical multiple units in the works themselves. So I'm guessing it does have catenary. I guess I could have a quick look on the map, but I think we'll just guess. We're up to on Holly C here, aren't we? So I can have a little bit of track there, maybe a little bit more. Actually, no, get rid of that, and then just put that into about, I'd say about there, and then delete this bit of track here, and then this wants to run alongside just to about there, and then we can move that, start to merge that into that one, like so. Yeah, I mean, these tracks anyway are the up and down slow, so it's not the end of the world. And then I think we'll just have this starting to curve. Where's Northampton? It's up there, so we're going to be curving what sort of speed? 125, something like that, just to replicate the little bit of curve that we've got going on around Wolverton into there, like so. Right, so the next thing is we've got a switch. So this wants to join onto there. Is that, how does that look? Yeah, that's good. We'll have that, and then we want a switch in this direction, like so. And then, no, we don't. Do we? No, we don't. We need to get rid of this track. It's all kind of complicated around here actually, so get rid of you. We want this to be standard track. Again, we'll just have that running alongside. I thinking that's about right. It's weird, you've got like the island tracks or whatever they're called, middle tracks. So we've got one there. I think we've got 3 of these actually, so we've got another piece. What's that looking a little bit wonky? No, that looks fine. And then we've got so get rid of this. We'll do this bit first because this probably makes our lives a little bit easier. Actually no, carry that on to there. This is going to have to be stretched out a little bit more than it really should be. And then this wants to merge into there. Trying to make this as accurate as possible, and then this wants to merge into the, what will this be? This will be the down slow. Something a little bit like that. And then we've got another thing. Get rid of you. Yeah, and then this comes across here. Yeah, so far so good. Got a little bit of, oh no, that's alright actually. We'll take that. So that does that, and then this merges into there. And then can you do three-way? I don't think you can do three-way switches on this, can you? No, you can't. No, so we're just going to have an offset switch. And then that's just a dead end track. Like so. Right, so get rid of the up slow. And then run that alongside there. So far, so good. So we'll extend these out a little bit. And then just as it starts to dip down, we need to put in a switch. So we need a switch on here. Yeah. Just make sure that's no ugliness going on, there's no glitching. That looks fine. Then we'll come back in with the up slow alongside. Oh, what was that? Why are you doing a crashy thing? Don't crash. Oh, that felt like it's going to crash then for a minute. Right, bring you alongside. And then I don't want that actually to run alongside there because that looks hideous. Right, so if I run alongside to about there, just before it starts curving, get that and bring that over to there. No, you're trying to match that, aren't you? So we'll have to hold C, bring that up, holding C so we're not snapping to anything. Making sure it's on the same level. Is that level? Yeah. And then into there. No, that's too slow. I know it's the up slow, but that's a bit too slow. 117, much better. And then just have this come in across. I think we'll have to hold C again, just so we can get that as close to the end of there as possible. And maybe just, no, what have I pressed there? Press something, press the wrong thing. Right, hold C. Decent sort of speed, 100 miles per hour, something like that. And then we can start to straighten this out then. Just making sure not that, you know, we're achieving 125 on the up downs fasts anyway. And then just have that coming in to there. Yeah, good. And then this obviously goes off to the Wolverton Works themselves. So just put that piece of track in. I guess I could actually, because, oh no, we need a switch here as well, don't we? So this switch, that's the only, no. There's no point build, well, I might build it just for aesthetics, but it's not actually going to be an active depot because we just don't have the ability for trains to go backwards and forwards to come out the depot. You know, because obviously what happens is trains will come in from the Wolverton Works, come onto here, switch up to that, and then be pushed back, and then be pushed back onto the down slow, the up slow. And then similarly, if when trains are coming in, they'll come off here and then they'll just reverse into the Wolverton Works there. Yeah, so I might do that, maybe off camera, maybe a little time lapse or something, but at least we've got that built. And obviously we need to replace this track, which we got rid of. Do these need to be so long? Probably not. Replace that section of track. Now there was a switch as well, wasn't there, which I deleted. Was switch over here somewhere possibly? I think I'll double check that and maybe fix it later on. But yeah, there's the first bit done. Now the next bit is, where's Rugby's over there? So we want the up down fasts now to be going off towards Rugby. Obviously they bypass Northampton, and then the up down slows go to Northampton from here. Where's Northampton? It is there. So we can still achieve 100, 110. I'm not sure. I know they did the LM110 project, didn't they, when they up the speed of the 350s to 110, but I don't know if that's just on the Crewe route or if all the what are now London North Western Railway 110s actually do 110. 350s to 110 rather. So let's get this track up to here. Like so. No, actually I think no. Delete all this. Just want a little bit of track here, and then we want some switches which allow trains to go from the up down slow to the up down fast. Now I would like them to be as quick as possible, but I'm aware I don't want to be getting too close to the junction via Wolverton there, so we'll stick with about 50. I can't see actually, to be honest, these being used, but I'll put them in anyway just in case. and then we'll start heading off. We'll have, I think, 110 alignment there, up towards Northampton. Where's Northampton? Just trying to keep that in view at all times. Just now, this track here, switching over to my second map now, is... oh no, it's not curvaceous really, is it? No. I thought it was a little bit wiggly as it went towards Northampton. It is a little bit after Northampton, but not actually on the run up to Northampton. Get rid of this road. And then just have this track coming in towards Northampton over here. Towards Northampton over here, that one. But I think what I'll do before I go any further is I will put some signals in. So we'll use, I think, these ones here. One way, yes. So you want a signal, and you want a signal, and then we want some on the reverse, on the return, on the northbound section. Something a bit like that, and then just what have we got going on here? We don't really need any switches, any signals, but we'll put some in anyway. And that's a down slow, isn't it? Yeah, down slow. Put a signal on there, like so. And then maybe a little bit of smooth. Can I do any smoothing? Let's see. Because we have gone below the water level. But we can actually smooth that, which is good. We haven't got any water being generated. Yeah, that's not too... I think I've got that as compact as I could. That's pretty good. Happy with that. And next thing is Northampton itself. I just want to check Google Maps quickly. Looks to be pretty much, I'd say, a 60-40 split between the sides of the station, but the station does seem to be pretty central, so we will, I think, delete all of this side and then put the station in around here, and then hopefully we'll get a bit of development on this side. We'll get rid of these buildings as well, like so, and then we've got to put our station in. I haven't really looked... oh yeah, I did have a quick look actually. It is mostly modern, isn't it? We'll go with 240. I know, like the West Coast services, the in-city West Coast services aren't going to be calling here, but there is the potential for 12 carriage 350s, isn't there? So we'll do that. Just one track, high speed catenary, yes, and we'll just plonk that in. I think we'll put it here actually, or there, and then configure this. And I've put in completely the wrong bits of everything, but not to worry, I'll just delete all of these segments. You know what, I've only just realised you can actually hold left when you're actually deleting segments. I've always been clicking them one by one. We will go with, I think we'll go with NL. Yeah, let's go with NL. And then we're going to stick in some bay platforms, so I think we'll have them all the way to here. Now this, actually track, we'll put in some track. I'm assuming this is electrified as well. And then we want another platform. Can't see these getting used actually too much. I'm not sure what... well, no, they must be used for something, mustn't they? Otherwise they wouldn't be there. You wouldn't have 3 bay platforms if they weren't used, so I'll have to research what services actually use these northern facing bay platforms. I'm going to double check they absolutely are north facing. Yep, definitely north facing, and on Google Maps there's an LM350 as well, just about to pull into the platform. Right, next thing we want some more sections of platform. So, oh no we don't, yeah. No, do we? No, we want more track, as we have an autosave. Okie dokie, sections of track down the middle. And then we want another set of platforms down here, so platform face for each section of track, as always, just for the capacity. And then some more track down here, like so. So far so good. Next thing is we want some misc, so we want some steps facing this way. Yeah, I think that will do. And then we want some, I think, did I see waiting rooms? I'm not sure if I did actually. We'll have some benches anyway on this side. I think out to about here, and then I think we'll have benches on this side as well. And benches on this bay platform as well. Right, next thing is we want some canopy, so we'll have that. This is all weighted towards the southern side of the station by the looks of it. And then a little bit more canopy on that side. Maybe just extend it out a little bit. A bit like that. Oh, is that... No, that's... Ooh, too much, I think. Next thing is we want some passenger buildings. We want... Hopefully this will work. Some steps on here, which it is working good. Because what I didn't want to do is have to put a whole platform segment along here. Because it just would have looked rubbish. Where we can use steps, which just looks better, I think. And then we do have a bit of... right, okie dokie. I was going to try and recreate the entrance a little bit more accurately, so we'll go street construction. We'll have the littlest roundabout possible with some tendrils. Do I want to put some steps on there? No, I think I'll just have the tendrils on that platform. Yeah, the only bad side is really it doesn't... Oh no, it does. Oh, that's good. So you can come down here off this bay platform, walk along here, and then go up to these through platforms here. So we've got that little roundabout there, street. We'll go one way, little one-way street round here, like so, and then just a little bit of road coming off there, and then we're going to go back to configuring this, and we'll put a nice big, maybe not that big, passenger building in. Can you just slot on the end there? You can. Do I like it? No, I don't. But no, I don't. Definitely not. Right, we'll chuck this one about there, I think. And I think what I want to do actually is delete a little bit more of Northampton. And then I think I want a little bit of side... Ooh, now I'm going to do this. I could do it in... No, it's not going to let me. Is that the thinnest street? No, it's just not letting me connect that. So what I'm going to have to do is have some straight road coming off here. Maybe a little bit closer. And then a little bit down there just to connect the... I mean, actually, thinking about it, it's not the end of the world, is it? Because people can use this exit onto this roundabout here. But I think I just would have liked that anyway. So then we will upgrade that little bit of road, connect that up to Northampton. And then we'll have another little bit of road, another one, and another one, just to make sure that's all correct. And then we will have, because I'm trying to make these stations, you know, a little bit more accurate now, so we'll have a little bit of a car park. Because there is, oh no, don't do that ugly thing, stop it. Can I, alright then I'll get rid of those bits, put this in then. Actually, no, what I'll do is I'll start from this end. So put that in there, another little bit, and then one going up. And then can I just delete those two little tendrils, not tendrils, roads? I can. And then I think, do I want, yeah, we'll have a little bit of side street actually and reconnect that up to that little bit there, because I know the AI will probably try and do it anyway. So we'll put that in there. Like so. That's all looking looks okay. I think we will we'll call that okay, and then we want a little bit of asphalt just painted in around here. Just connect those little bits up. Maybe if I use the square. I wish you could rotate this using buttons or the keyboard rather. I just want to square that off like that. Good, and then we just want to get these tracks in. So these two centre tracks here. Where's our railway? It's over there. We'll have it a little bit curvaceous. It doesn't really need to be, but we'll put a few curves in anyway, because otherwise it'd just be a little bit boring. And then curve that off to there, and this last little bit here as well to there, like so. And then we just need to get these junctions in. So have I put this? There seems to be, right, okie dokie, I'm just going to have to quickly reconfigure this station. Okie dokie, yeah, so I'd just forgotten the bypass track that runs down the middle of the station. So you need to get, where do these link up to then? So you link up to the bypass track by the looks of it. And then there's a switch which brings you from there. So we'll have a little bit of track, then we'll have a nice high speed switch, 100, yeah, that will, no, 80, 90, 80, that's as fast as we're going to get. And then we want a pair of switches. Again, we want some nice high-speed switches, like so. 80, yep, that will do. And then coming off here, this one wants to go round as well. That's going to be a little bit slower, like so. And then these exits, so where we've got these, so you're on the bypass track, aren't you? So you going off towards there, and you, and then what's going on? So this little bit, oh no, I've done it wrong again, haven't I? So this, get rid of you, put that back in, that piece of track there. This merges into the side, doesn't it? 89, that'll do, I think, as a track. Yeah, that's right. And then another little bit onto there, like so. Right, have I done that piece of track for any particular reason? Just got to double check my drawing. Okie dokie, so I think my drawing was a little bit incorrect or incomplete, so it is actually quite complicated. There seems to be a lot of stabling around here. I'm guessing for the London North Western Railway services. That's the only thing I can think of. So I'm going to try and recreate this as good as I can. So a piece of track there, this splits off, joins into that. And no, that one doesn't do that actually. Get rid of that again. From that platform, holding C to stop it snapping. Get rid of that. Then this platform merges into the side, so we'll have a little bit of track, merge, and then we'll have another piece of track coming alongside to about, no, I want you to snap if you can. No, I don't actually, let's hold C. So you want to go to about there, and then you want to come off and go to that platform, and then after that there's another switch like so. So far so good. And then you want to run off a little bit like so, and then this one's too, I think we'll have some track there. I'm not going to recreate all of the track that's around here because there is a lot, but I'm going to put in, you know, as much as I can. I think I just want to get that lined up a little bit better. Something, no, I want you to join onto there and then onto there, like so. And then you just run alongside. Good, right, and then from there we have a switch. And then another one. And then another one. Oh no, actually I want to put the track in first, so a little bit of track. Yeah, not, like I said, not putting all of it in, but I just want to put little bits of it in. And then we'll have you running alongside. Yeah, I'm guessing all of this is electrified, because obviously it will be for the class 350s, so yeah, that's, and then we'll just have a little bit of track, I think, coming off here, just to replicate some of these bits of track that are coming off. And if you can't guess, I'm struggling to remember what the word of the tracks, little bits of track are. Oh dear. And then just, yeah, we'll have another little, I would like you to run alongside, actually put you in there to there, and another little bit stabling tracks, you know, that thing, and then you into there, and then another little bit of track into there, like so. So we've got a little bit of it there, not all of it, but a little bit of a flavour of that, and then a little bit of road, I think, just coming across here. Obviously I need to put in all the road bridges and things like that. Have I got all that connected up correctly? I have. Next thing is, just want to put some signals in. So you'll need a signal up there, and I'm guessing these, that's going to be like a down and up, isn't it? I don't know, this probably would be an up as well, would it? I'm guessing, but I think I will leave that actually as it is. We'll just have that as an up, and then coming from here, that probably definitely would be an up, as would that. And then from here we've got, I think we'll have a signal there. Do we want another signal? Probably getting away with another signal there as well. And I'll use these little ones. You don't want to be one way. Don't really need these, but it just makes it look a little bit better, doesn't it? These little ground level signals. Although for some reason they are red and white. Don't know if they're supposed to be red and white. Not sure, but we will put them in anyway. And then I think, yeah, from here we'll have another couple. And then maybe one more on that, and then we just need to get the paint and then paint over this. Reduce the size a little bit. Just get rid of the grass in between the tracks, because I don't like that at all. Wish there was a mod which did this for you, because it is a little bit of a pain having to go over it. And I have tried turning off grass altogether, but it just makes the ground texture look so flat and boring, especially in the cab rides. It just looks really, you know, it takes away from the experience. So I guess it's worth going to the effort of just painting over the grass manually, just to get rid of all of that hideousness. I guess these could have been standard tracks, but you never know, they might. It does actually, the tracks around here do look quite modern. So yeah, we'll have that paint over that as well. Make sure we haven't got that grass growing in between the tracks. Like so. Now I think I was going to build the drift terminal in this episode, but I think what I'll do is I'll do that as a bit of a time lapse instead, just to progress this, because drift is about here, and because I want some freight on this, which I didn't have in my Northern Powerhouse series really. And there is a Tilbury Docks, which is, I'm guessing, around here to the east of London somewhere. Heads over like the North London lines, up the West Coast Main Line, through Drift Daventry, which is a big kind of, not sure what it is, but it's got a rail terminal there anyway, and it's got a freight flow as far as I can tell. So I definitely would like to have that there. So I think I'll build that as a time lapse, and I will put that directly after I've uploaded this episode, so you can watch that straight away if you want to. But we've got Milton Keynes up to Northampton now. Next thing is Rugby, and then down towards Coventry. Once I've built the West Coast Main Line as far as Birmingham, I am going to release this on the Steam Workshop. I know a lot of you have been asking and been waiting for it to be released on the Steam Workshop, but I think I would just like to have the West Coast Main Line finished to a certain, you know, half decent standard before I upload it to the workshop, so at least there is a decent rail line there for you to take a look at and, yeah, maybe improve upon it yourselves if you so wish. So yeah, Rugby next episode, Coventry, and then release onto the workshop. And after this episode there will be a time lapse of me building Drift Daventry over here, big freight hub thing. So there we are. No cab ride, because we've already done most of the West Coast Main Line from Milton Keynes anyway, and obviously I've got to recast the train timetable because I've got rid of the turnback facilities. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Say until next time, bye bye.